Yeah.
Kind of brings me to like the next topic.
Right.
Looking into my nigga the bishop, bro. Y'all got y'all doors closed or they open? I just want to make sure that because
Hold
Hey,
on,
me
hold on,
no,
bro. Hold on, hold on.
no,
Hold on.
close them goddamn doors.
no. Close it.
Close the doors.
All right.
You ain't finna go nowhere,
Everybody behind me. Hey, y'all see 100. Y'all to pay to play.
man. So
Pay
I'm
to
gonna
play
start
is
off with
crazy,
this.
boy. It
For
ain't
him,
even.
this
Listen.
he backtracking now. He
Hold on. He
backtracking.
just switched the whole game. You know how it used to be with
Yep.
with pimps and escorts. It was
Right.
pay to play.
Yep.
This nigga that flipped the game. Now is pay to pray. It's
Hate
crazy.
him.
Pay to
All
play
right.
is crazy.
It's crazy, boy. Nigga
Now,
that switched the
the
game on me,
backtrack.
boy. What is this? What is
Hey, he
this?
said either way, the money gonna move in this place, dog. It ain't gotta be my place. Cause he said he was at a conference. It wasn't his place. He was saying it was a year ago.
So
He
why
couldn't
are
have
you
been a
doing all
little.
that at a conference? It ain't even your
That's what I'm
residence.
saying. That make it worse. Imagine what you're doing at your house. If you're doing this in public.
Boy, that's like me coming over to one of y'all house and I start making rules for your guests.
Turn them goddamn lights off.
Why are they in here sitting on couches? Who said you could use them cups and plates? Nigga be like,
Put
who is
something
this
to plug
nigga,
up your
fam?
phone.
And even if it was at a conference, the dude that was over it, why are you not saying anything? That's like JT just sitting back in the chair like, y'all heard it. Y'all heard what he said. They like Quintet
Yeah.
like, yep, yep.
Everybody get up. I want to see y'all do it.
That's what he said. Everybody stand up. No, no, I want to see y'all giving me this money. I need 40. That's strong arm robbery without a pistol, man.
Come on, man. All
That's
over
you
Quintet
telling
House.
how much.
Hey, before y'all leave, we need food for the dogs. Everybody reach in your pocket and get $40.
So I told
Everybody
my
get
grandma this.
$40.
My grandma, she is a very, church woman going God fearing. And I had asked her about it. And she was like, there was one time, I swear, I just talked to her yesterday. She said, yeah, we went to this church, we was trying to figure out our church home. We know where we want to go yet. So we went to this church and it was offering time. And the pastor get up and he said, all right, ushers, go ahead. And he said, close the doors about to have offering. And he said, if you leave, don't come back in.
What?
My uncle at the time was telling my grandma, hey, I got to use the bathroom.
Quick.
I got to go. And so my grandma said, okay, that's fine, baby. We'll go to the bathroom. She took him to the bathroom and walked straight to the car.
Yeah, bathroom at the high.
And,
Yeah, we use the bathroom
wow,
at the
they
high.
doing this in real life,
They
in
doing
real
this.
Real
This
church.
was
time,
back in
man.
the 70s, bro. So this is nothing new.
Yeah.
It's been like this.
And
They
and, and
trained up, man.
and this is just one of those things of like when we speak social media, y'all know how I am on the influence of it. This is just kind of like the pros of it. You know how I got pros and cons. We get mostly cons,
Yeah.
but things like that really slowly kind of open people's minds because people be so naive to things that they only have one set track mind to believe. Everybody's
Uh,
not built to just try to understand. You know what I'm saying? If you feel
yeah.
a certain way about something, you're gonna go in with the blinders on, thinking, that's
Mm-hmm.
life, that's reality, right? So no
Mm-hmm.
one, so not everyone's built to understand. They have to see it for real in real time, and that's just one of those things. Even if it was 3 years ago, 5 years ago, it doesn't matter. People been talking about it for years. It was just the fact of being able to see it in real time and it hit
Right.
people like, damn, what was that? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. I don't know. It seems like I don't know. It seems like the battle is evening out to me, honestly. More so with the content over the
You
social
think they
media
doing this at
thing,
white church?
huh?
You think they doing it like this at white church?
Nah, bro. It just nigga. I mean, I hate to say
Why is it
it, bro.
always us when it comes towards this? This seems like it's just us who always take the money, need the money. Because
Hmm.
if I ever seen like a white preacher, it's either
Hmm.
on some chomo stuff or it's on some stealing from not even really stealing from people. It's usually on like some wild stuff like other. But when it comes to black churches, it's always us finessing, asking for money, asking for a jet, asking for Bentleys, asking like why is I've never heard of white other than Joel Osteen telling them people don't come to my church during a hurricane.
Hmm.
I don't ever hear about it.
You want me to tell you why? And a lot of people miss it because as a whole, the only thing we know more than, only thing we know how to do is destroy. We know destruction. We don't know how to build, bro.
As human beings or
No,
black?
no,
What do
no.
you mean?
As the race,
As our race, really.
we don't know how to
But
Race?
build.
that's
I
really
think
what we're
shit. I
taught
think that's
for.
everybody
That's
though.
really what we know.
Not necessarily,
From originality, I mean,
because
really
because
taught, well, kind of like what we're shown.
because if that was the case, if that was the case, and it was everybody, it was a worldly thing. The fucking the power of control would have switched hands multiple times over multiple years, over multiple generations. It's always set in the fact of stature, right?
Mm.
What always will be, who comes under that, who's the overseers, who's the people that's gonna get potential, meaning foreigners, right? Because I can only speak on America. I don't know about other countries, right?
Right.
Okay. Who's always going to get potential chances to come over, which is the foreigners, and then here you have the naysayers, which is us. Bottom
Right.
line, always scrapping, always trying to go to the top, but
Mm.
we so far at the bottom in the projects. Remember what I said? It's wordplay. It's a
Right.
project, bro. You know what I'm saying? They just don't call this shit that for nothing, bro. We're sitting here and it's always an experiment, right? And every
Right.
time in the experiment, it's always the divide, right? And pin us against each other. So imagine you at the bottom all your life, right? You grew up around all this. Your parents did everything that they could take you from this. Then one of the elites come down, grab you up out of that, and pull you up, clean you off and shit, put some money in your pocket, give you some mannerism, show you how to maneuver and things like this on certain aspects of the ladder, right? Now, over time, they pulling them by the three, they pulling them by the five, they pulling them by the 10. So now they bringing the experiment up a notch, right? It's not always just some hood shit now. They bringing it up a notch, and they slowly bring it up a notch. So now you're amongst others that's like you in a different environment. This is
Right.
the this is the new experiment. You see
What's
what
your
I'm
camera?
saying? Huh?
That's what I'm trying to do, bro.
Yeah, regular
My
ass
shit.
shit. But
My shit. Yeah.
that's the new experiment, bro.
Right.
Can y'all
So
see me?
yeah,
Yeah, I
nigga see
see.
you, man. Nigga see
Okay.
your ugly ass. But now
I just can't see y'all. That's why I'm doing this shit.
Oh, what?
what this nigga got
Yeah, I
going
don't
on,
know.
man? That nigga
I
got a
think I
lot
gotta go
going
get
on,
this
man.
We're
shit.
gonna have to start 15 minutes early next time so we can all test our equipment. You the only one with problems, nigga.
This nigga here, man.
How long?
Go
Cause
ahead.
it went away, but it came back. But it
We
went away.
sorry to interrupt. Go ahead. God damn.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
Nah,
ahead. Y'all
man, it's
mind.
good. It's good. But basically, what I'm saying is, all they did was bring the experiment to greater heights. So that's when you get like the mega churches and all that of our kind. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Now it's a whole different kind of competition. They're no longer worried about the have-nots. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So the manipulation starts and the ego sets in and it starts to trip and it trickles down to us. That's why it seems like we get finessed. It. You learn something from the elites. They do it a certain way with smoke and mirrors camouflage till we know what's going on, but we
Yeah.
comfortable with it.
It
Black
seems
folks
like they
haven't
do it more to
strategized and
where the
mastered
people,
that yet.
it's not questioned for them. With us, it's like we said before in the other one, they kind of pull it to where it's elongated because they'll keep them paying and paying and paying,
Hmm.
praying and praying, paying and praying. But
Hmm.
it's like the outcome of it, it's never seeks to find its way to that person. To
Hmm.
where if you look at these white churches, I feel it's like it's more underlined to where these people kind of know what the fuck's going on.
But let's be realistic too, though. Again, it's no different than what I was just stating, bro. With other races, bro, is really friends and family. That's for real. Like how I
Yeah,
speak on aspects of like, you know how I say we not going to the house, they going to the house. That's it. Outside of church, you can see your pastor in HEB. He not gonna stop and have no conversation with you. He
nah,
gonna half-ass know you and keep it pushing. Let's be real. Through the community. You see what I'm saying? But you in the
uh,
church, or maybe you just start going to the church, but your granny been there all her life. There is no reason why you should know everything that's close to that lady. That lady been going there 50 years and been funding your whole operation. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? If
funded.
nothing else, And that's what I'm
operate.
saying.
Ain't gonna lie. My grandma pastor like that shit. He'll come over there. We've been over his house, like,
Hmm.
but that's very rare though.
Yeah,
That's
It's
what I'm
very
saying though.
rare.
I mean,
that's different.
but when you
It's
talk about
very
that,
rare.
Quintel, that's pretty much like a low percentage. I'm talking
Yeah,
about the majority, right? The
yeah.
one that cast over that, right? Let's say what you're
Mhm.
talking about. Let's say that's a good 20, even 30%. That still engages in a 70% that's not doing that, and
Right.
people thinking that's okay. You see what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I don't know. I just look at things different. Like I was telling Lo the other day, you know what I'm saying? Like we passed by a church. My whole thing is, and forever, always be a big issue for me is because it's like I don't know how true it is, but like when I watch some of this stuff on social media,
Mhm.
they don't really deal with homeless in their country, right? They don't really have that like that, or it's not really a big deal. My whole thing is I don't understand why churches don't turn that nighttime into places to where homeless people can come.
Shelter.
The
Um.
community is funding everything. You're not paying for everything. It's not
In
like
my
they need
old
to.
church, they used to let
mm,
a couple people like sleep out in front, but the inside, I feel like they just feel like that just brings it more of a shelter than it being a place of worship, which I
Yeah.
guess they want to try to, different. But I can say that my old church, when I did, they did have outreach programs, stuff like that. But I feel like I agree. Excuse me.
Bro, I'm
I agree
talking.
with
I'm talking
that
about
issue
at night.
for the
I'm
church.
talking about at nighttime, bro.
Right, let them sleep inside.
Ain't nobody
Yeah.
going. Ain't nobody. Cause I mean nowadays churches ain't even a temple. Let's be for real. A temple was a place you could go at any time to worship.
Yeah,
Right.
You didn't have a set schedule when you could. The doors
no,
open here and they close here.
they would
So
be
so
on the
we
side
not
of the
even.
road
I'm not
just
even gonna
open
go into
24
that.
hours.
I'm not even gonna
Mhm.
go into a place of worship and temple and all that because now
Right.
it's became a business. When did the church have business hours? Let's
Gotta
be for
pay to
real.
play.
Let's
Pay
be
to
for
play.
real. Right or wrong?
That's
Yeah.
true.
They got business hours now.
That's
So
true.
my whole thing is, if nothing else, cause we know y'all ain't gonna get the money back to the community. We know y'all ain't helping people in the churches through hard times. Y'all gonna tell them to go to God about it, right? But be digging in these same people's pocket. Shit, I've been on got kicked out of church nowadays. Cause I be telling the pastor, yeah, go to God. You need how much? Close the doors. Yeah,
Yeah.
hey, go to
That
God
was what I
about it.
was gonna ask
That
you
where you
guys.
sending
What
me?
would have been your reaction
That's where you
if he
sending
would
me?
have been
Hey,
sitting?
yo.
I'm gonna start with Ant.
I'm gonna
Give me
pray for
your
you.
reaction if you'd have been
Man, you
sitting
can
in the
say
crowd
whatever,
and he told
bro.
you to go.
But look, don't try to game me and tell me go to God when I have problems, but then you tell me to close the doors and I need to reach in my pocket. No. You go to God too. Show me the way. Lead by example.
Lead by
So I
example.
take it that would have been your reaction if he would have said close the door.
Nah, boy. They the
I was
thing.
been. I was just been looking around, see how many people move.
You
I
wouldn't
wasn't
have
doing
moved
that shit.
first.
No, I don't.
You would have had to see who moved.
I just want to see. I want to see who going up there.
Absolutely not. The moment he said close them doors and I need $20 out of everybody, I would have got up and got on my phone and said, hello, 911. I would like to report a robbery. Someone is holding me hostage in a building and is asking for $20 that I am not giving voluntarily.
But I need
I need you
prayer.
to get here right away.
But I
Huh?
need prayer if I'd have stood up in the church and asked him to lead by example. I thought the whole mission was to go to God, get it from God. He has all
Hey,
the answers. He has everything you need.
that's what
Why are
you're
you
supposed
asking me for
to do.
$20?
And if you're behind me, you owe me 100.
See what I'm saying?
If you work here, you owe me 100.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That makes pretty no sense. Which I don't see how you justify that. How do you justify asking people? I need you. You're telling them we need forty
But look
thousand
at
dollars.
this. Look at the mental set though. This is how I kind of justify that. It's no difference from a dude holding you up at a gas station saying the same, or walking into a bank saying the same thing, right? With a
Find a note to
pistol
the
in his
teller.
hand. Hold on. With a pistol in his hand. The mindset, symbolism, the fact that you feel that you're in a temple, you're in a church. He has on a suit. He's speaking something that's supposed to be a higher power of you, so that allows you to give. See what I'm saying? It's all a setup. It's the smoke and mirrors, bro. and niggas knowing that that's in these positions now. That's why I'm saying it's not purity, bro. People not humble. You know what I'm saying? It's how people rising up, getting placed in positions, trying to copycat things that they was mentored about, but forgetting the shit that the mentor told them. Hey, this is what keeps it balanced. Instead of instead of tipping the scale and using everything that they feel that needs to get ahead. Hey, with this, you got to put this with it. If not, I'm telling you, slowly after a while, it's going, and that's where he at now. That's where he at now. Even though it is old and all this and that or whatever, what you think people gonna do with that? That's why they started that what they call it, the council or whatever they do, band or whatever they do to people and all this and that.
What?
Uh,
Can't
the council culture, nigga, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, council culture.
Yeah, yeah.
Council culture.
So I mean, even though it's years and all that, it's not keeping the balance, the morale, bro. Being humble. You know what I'm saying? Understanding, giving
gonna
back to
draw
people.
people more away from the church. That's why a lot of people kind of stop going because they feel like, why do I need to work all day and night, and then you're telling me
Go to
I
God.
have like
Or
at
give me
one
that last
point
40 out your pocket.
Yeah.
I just feel like the way that it's been pushed is that now that it's coming out that, hey, this isn't my church, it's still trying to get people to say, come to my church. I don't do that here. I'm
Okay.
going to do it a different way.
Let's speak on
I'm gonna do it
hypotheticals.
different. Yeah,
Okay,
I ain't
hold
gonna
on, hold
close
on.
the doors, but they
We'll
gonna
keep you
already
open.
be shut.
Okay, let's be
I ain't gonna
realistic
tell
for
them
one.
close. It's already gonna be shut.
Let's speak
Soon as something-
hypothetically, right? Let's just say, for instance, right? Let's just say God did put that on his heart to do that, right? Let's just say hypothetically, right? You gathered all that money, video comes out from years that you at a convention doing people like that. Like I said, it's a balance. Where's the pro and the con video that balance out that video? Showing what you did with the money.
None.
Mm-hmm.
Because
You see what
if
I'm
I go to
saying?
his Instagram right now, I
You
guarantee
gotta watch it
they
in
got
real
out
time, bro.
all
You gotta
time.
watch it in real time. Cause that would be my reaction. Like, hold on, wait a minute. Documentations or something. People always, I ain't got nothing to prove. When you're in those kind of positions, bro, and you doing that to people, you do have something to prove. We're not talking about no day-to-day relationship shit. We're talking about you actually being being a symbolism for the culture, for that community, whatever representation that you present to the world. In those kind of positions, yeah, we need to see it, bro. We need to see what's going on with that. You know what I'm saying? You asked for it on camera. Show us what you did with it on camera.
Hey, you already saw what he did with it. It's on his watch. It's on his wrist. It's in his driveway. It's in his house. We know what he did with it. I just feel like at this point, man, people need to kind of stop it. Yeah, go to God. Go to God. Stop giving to niggas, man.
That what he gonna tell you?
Stop, huh?
Say, Pastor, Sister Jenkins, you know, she been a member here 40 years. Her water heater done went out. And you know
Sister
that she got them. Hold on. And you know that she got them grandbabies.
I know.
At that high. You know, cause the mama going through something, so she been raised. She been having them last 5 years now. And you know her son lost his job, so he's back at the high. He's back at the high. Put it in the prayer box. We're gonna pray about it. We're gonna pray for it.
I'm on Sunday when we come to altar call. I'm gonna make sure that we put it on the first of the agenda, and we're gonna give it to God. Let His hands rest on it.
Yeah, put it in the prayer box.
Done this 9 times in 14 years. She ain't had a water heater yet, bro. People complaining why she coming to the church stinking. She ain't got no hot water, Pastor. Keep giving the money to you. You got good heat and water.
But every time she find a way to get some kind of money, because she still can braid, she'll still do plates here and there. She get that Social Security check. So
and they
after
gotta
she
stop
kind of
that.
paid everything and whatever little left she got, she getting it to the church.
And
Been
now they
doing
gotta
this
stop that because they getting roaches in the potato salad.
Been
'Cause
doing
she
this
ain't
for
got
years.
no heat going off. She can't keep the potato salad good for the cookout. But now she can't bring nothing. Now she's stuck eating dog food. This
But
is
you
the
gonna sit
reality,
from your
bro.
hold on. But you
This
gonna
is
sit,
real.
but you gonna sit from your peer and judge people is crazy to me, bro. I just can't fathom that, bro. I mean, it was cool when I was a child and I'm not knowing and I was naive and my mind was in the dark. But now that I'm
Mhm.
grown and I'm able to actually think, research, and really gather information and get some understanding of the world for real, at the end of the day, bro, this is the thing of what we do, especially our culture, bro. We we idolize too much and we give people way more praise and power and forget that they human just like us. That's why all the time, bro, we make dumb celebrities all the time. And we'll sit there, we'll watch the shit constantly, 24/7, non-stop, all day. But then we'll subconsciously we question ourselves and checking ourselves for like, why are they famous? Like, what did they do? What do they do? And all this, and the whole time you didn't did it
What
without
do they
even
do?
thinking it
Like, yeah,
subconscious.
like what do they do for a living? Like, for real, like, yeah, no, I get it. I get
We
it.
do that
I
all
used
the
to be, I
time,
used to be
bro.
that way. I used to be that way about the Kardashians. My mom
Oh,
used to watch this. I'm like, what do they do? Like,
they grab
what,
your attention and hold it for a good little minute. Niggas
Now
still don't
they
figure out what.
hold on.
they
Now they entertain. They really entertain now for real.
yeah.
But before they got to the entertainment aspect, the actual Kardashian show and things like that, that was a good question there for it of like what was done. But then again, you still talking one of them things that like they come from money. Even Bruce, just with the Olympics, OJ being in their life. I mean, Chris always had niggas that was getting money, bro. Let's just keep it thorough. You know what I'm saying?
Hustle.
Y'all looking at the daughters, y'all see what they attract. Y'all don't think Mama was doing that back in the day? You crazy? She the
He
one
post them
gaming.
up.
Come on, bro.
Post them
So
up.
So
it's one of those things. It's one of those things like I don't even really question for real because if it's money involved to an aspect to where I can't fathom, I mean that's just what it is. Money, we all know money open doors, right? But I'm
right,
talking about people that like no sense from nowhere, come from nothing, really wasn't doing nothing for real. I'm not talking about people that's funny, right? I'm not talking about comedians. I'm talking about just dry people just doing ridiculous and outlandish, just bro, like why? And we support it. You know what I'm saying? Just to see it, just because it's toxic, it's entertainment, it's drama. You
I
know
feel
what I'm
like the
saying?
attention span.
Speaking of that shit, my grandma just called me. The hell?
Mm-hmm.
It's the attention spans today, bro. It's like it don't take much really just to hold the fact of little things. Really, is the only thing that helps get through the small through the no most of the day. That's
Mm,
why most is on reels, bro. That's why if you look at it, most people don't really watch TV. They ain't really movies are really getting shortened because what can they really focus on, bro? They just need a little bit to hold their attention and then follow up after that.
I wouldn't say the attention span. I wouldn't say that because you'll spend countless hours on TikTok just scrolling on Facebook media, social books scrolling.
But then, but
Can't watch the
these
whole
are
video on that
five,
shit.
five, 15-second videos, minute
Right,
video.
right. But regardless, no matter how you try to put it, right? So you could say the same difference from you could see think about it theoretically. You can get on Netflix and you can see a movie that's 4 hours long and you'd be like, bro, I'm not watching no 4 hour movie. But you'll sit there and watch a TV show with 4 seasons all day. The thing
That's it.
is, the thing is because even with the social media shit, it's the substance, bro. I'm gonna keep breaking that down. TikTok, you don't have to think, right? It's mind freeing. All you do is just have to watch, and whatever emotion it make you feel, you drive with that on to the next. That's what it is. It's not a sense of if you go on YouTube and like I say, even with the yay shit, now you have to sit through an interview uncomfortably of watching something that you don't see nobody in and actually gather substance. It's the substance, bro. You see what I'm saying? Because if you take his interview, you break it down in whatever y'all saying it is, right? Little snippets and all this and that. Make all them bullshit. Now nigga give you an hour and 18 minutes of it and a nigga watch it no problem. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? People don't want substance anymore. I gotta think. Oh, now I gotta face reality. Oh, there's some real shit this nigga finna give me. I ain't got time for that. How many times have you been on social media to an extent, or you think people do during the day, when you come across a video and you know they finna go into some deep shit, you scroll that and then there's somebody on some bullshit and you laughing. Man, I don't wanna watch that. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Next six something else.
Yeah,
Let's be
it's
real,
substance,
bro.
but
It's
I feel like
substance,
it's a
bro.
mixture of both too. Which I mean, yes, it's people don't really want to hear. I mean, cause like really, you think a nigga gonna sit there and listen to a video if he know he ain't got no job, he know he ain't got shit going, of a nigga on the opposite and tell him, hey man, you need to go ahead and get your life together. Here's some things that you can do to go ahead and get your stocks. He ain't finna hear shit about no stocks.
Why
That
not?
nigga, because he ain't. What he gonna invest with? Nigga can't even get a trade five right now.
Yeah, true
Let
enough.
alone invest in no stocks. So, like you said, it's very much a
But
substance.
but I'm
But
saying though, now see
yeah,
we not talking about the pyramid scheme. Nigga keep telling you what you need to do, how you need
well,
to
not even
start a
the
business
Oh
and all
yeah.
pyramid.
this, and nigga not telling
It's
you
the
how to
nigga
go get
cost
the
you that.
loan, breakdown step by step. We not talking about the pyramid schemers, bro.
I
We
don't
not
like
talking
that.
about that. I'm talking about a person actually trying to give you something, actually give you substance, right? A nigga
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
really chopping it up and giving it to you, giving you really game, giving you some ism and really putting you on.
right.
That's what I'm talking about. Because regardless of what you saying, so you talking about okay, a nigga can't sit there and just go through something and watch something and just damn, it's been too long. Let me change this and let me do something else. No, bro. I mean, it just goes back the whole culture as a whole, bro. In America, nigga, we watch seasons like they movies, nigga. Nigga dedicate his whole day to that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you off or when you get
True.
off, nigga, you going through a season like it's no tomorrow. And them seasons not short, bro. That's what I'm saying on these TV shows. They not short. It's not the time. It's not the time. Whatever you thinking it is, it's not that, bro. It's the substance. The reason why you can watch that show because you don't have to think too much. It's freeing. It's like an escape, get away from reality. Music used to be that. Nigga used to just throw on music, just kick it and chill. But it's so much shit that's not, you know what I'm saying? It's just doing too much. Music just doing too much right now. That's just what it is. But now people are escaping it with TV shows, reality, podcasts, interviews. You know what I'm saying? Little shit like that. People are watching this shit, bro. But the majority of it, there's no substance, bro. There's no real talk about nothing for real. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's just talking about the typical shallow BS that everybody can relate to, which is gonna be what?
Only shit they
Job
know.
problems, relationship fucking problems, and me, and how they can build themselves, stroking their fucking ego on fucking line, and making everybody feel like they better than whoever they dealing with around. That's all this shit is about. That's all people want to see. I can evolve. I can better myself. I'm better than every fucking body. Get into my world. Relationships ain't fucking shit. They saying stupid ass
Right.
shit like that. Or that's why I say, or some bullshit about jobs. That's it, bro. That's all it is. It doesn't matter what social media you get on. That's all you gonna see all day. You know what I'm saying? Somebody self stroking ego about irrelevancy. Nothing that powers or that's positive about relationships. Or it ain't even necessarily about relationships. It's just about the other gender, right? Male or female. Everything is fucking negative, right? So everybody is entertaining that, and if it's not that, I mean, it's the clueless shit behind jobs, right? So I mean, it's just that kind of shit, bro. Nothing else is being discussed about nothing, bro, in real time. Niggas is
So many
not coming
y'all
together
know.
talking about money. Niggas is not talking about religion. Niggas is not talking about building. Like I say, and I know from first hand, nigga, just our culture, nigga. At the end of the day, we built for destruction, nigga, cause that's how we was raised, right?
Right.
You could be fucking 80, nigga. You a child to America, nigga. You was built for destruction. So you
True.
pass that shit down for generations. That's why you starting to have a few of us now, to a degree, niggas start using the word and playing on it like woke, like it's a camouflage. Nah, niggas shaking up out of that shit. Fuck that daydream. What is this? Now you starting to see reality for what it is. the environment you come from, the people that you're around, the way people think, how they see shit, what intrigues them, what they really into, what is it really about. Like, damn, bro, like, this what we been doing? And people doing this shit on autopilot, not even fucking thinking for real. Don't nobody want to think no more, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
Don't
one for
nobody
y'all
wanna
to
think.
pick on, since I know
Motherfuckers
you
wanna-
just be mixed up on the space, since your ass don't believe in the space. So about a month ago,
You
a
see
little
me
bit less
going
than a
down
month.
through that, Quintel. I'm finna get into it, boy. Got deep. Go ahead,
I know,
JT.
but we got to flash on to the next one.
Say what you will. Go ahead.
So
Got another one. Hey, I say,
Yeah, gon' let them talk.
let them talk.
Gon' let them talk.
Yeah, gon' let 'em